allegedly, they are saying that Halle has married DDG and that she is pregnant with his child. There was a picture of them out recently. I think she had just gone to the doctor because I saw a Band-Aid on her hand. But it also looked like she possibly could be pregnant.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but then it's like I saw her at the Glamour magazine thing, and I don't know if I don't know, there was a picture of her.
I saw her with a flat stomach. She showed her stomach. The thing was wrapped around like this around her tummy, and her tummy was flat to me.
But you don't know how late those pictures were. Anyway, we're going to just talk about this whole entire speculation because it's quite a bit. It's Mary.
And Amma.
I invite you guys to like,
subscribe,
and comment down below, you all, because Halle Bailey has been in the news really a lot due to her boyfriend, which for me, I just feel like, as such a young, talented woman, I just feel like you should not be making news because of the things that your boyfriend is doing. Yeah. I remember when he came with that thing talking about how he fell in love with a famous bitch or whatever, talking about her, talking about how, oh, is she cheating? You knew I was insecure, basically saying you knew I was insecure, so you got to put up with my shit, basically.
Making an excuse for his abuse.
Yeah, and all that stuff, and she stayed with him, you know.
All through the whole mermaid thing.
Yeah, stayed with him.
His jealousy.
Yes, but I mean, I thought that maybe she would leave him. I was hoping, you know, because it just seemed like he really is just trying to leech off of her personally, and you know, some people were like,
she's trying to prove that, and a lot of times young women make this mistake.
Well, I think this is her first love.
Trying to prove, like, hey, you know, I'm gonna stay with you no matter what. I love you. Like, I'm not about the money and the fame. Like, I'm gonna prove to you that no matter what, I'm gonna be with you. Okay, it's not about money and fame for me. I am down with whoever was down for me from the very beginning, and you've been down for me. And young women, especially people who are young, they will hold on to a bad relationship.
I think this is her first love, though.
A point, and yes, it could be.
That's
her first
the issue
love.
too, though.
It could
I
be
feel
the perverse person that she ever has been together with physically, and you know that's why I don't like talking about young people, like, you know, who are below the age of 26. I really don't, because I feel like, you know, they're young.
They still have some growing to do.
They have growing to do. Let's kind of just leave her alone to live her life with her boyfriend, and hopefully she will, you know, she'll come to the same conclusion in time.
Yeah.
But right now I feel as though she is like with her sister, and I don't know how the relationship with their father is, but it seems to me like, you know, the father also probably encourages them to be in those relationships. Like, you know, you have to be down for somebody. The father probably will be projecting whatever is going on with the mother, you know, like trying to project it on the daughters. You got to stay with the guy. You don't just leave him because he doesn't make money or whatever.
Yeah.
You know? Because I feel the way the father is their manager, and I feel like he's not protecting them. Kind of like how Beyonce's father was protecting her.
Yeah, they definitely.
I feel like that father is not doing that with them at all. That's how I feel. The way Chloe went and made that movie, where she had that, you know,
sex
scene,
yeah,
and that I will so never, as a manager, I'm like, no, you can't go do that. Not at all. And you're not.
When did we ever see Beyonce in a scene like that?
Yeah.
But she made it though.
Exactly.
She didn't have to do that.
No. And the other thing is, you're not even in the movie long. Like,
they killed her off like after the third episode.
Don't do that. I mean, and it seems as though they had Chloe becoming more and more like ex-wild and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, the father has not been protective of these daughters. And so maybe he's the one telling her, hang in there with him. Men are insecure. At least he told you about that. The daddy, when I see this happening with daughters, even though both parents are married, this is what I'm talking about. You know, it shows to me that the father, he probably just there for the money, you know, leeching off his daughter, mooching off his daughters, and has them out there. You know, he's not there protecting them. Because if you're protecting your girls, she's not going to be in this awful relationship. Like, yes, I do know that girls are going to, you know, have certain relationships regardless whether the father is home or not. But at the same time, too, though, like, you're not protecting this girl.
Not at all.
You're not protecting her at all. So yeah, I mean, Halle pregnant. No, she's not pregnant. I feel like we kind of should just leave her alone. She and this guy, and hopefully she'll get some sense and move on from this relationship. Pregnancy, I guess, is a blessing, but I am really hoping that she's not pregnant with him. But if she is, what can you do? You do the best. But that doesn't mean you have to stay with him. Honestly, for anyone out there who is pregnant with some deadbeat who treats you like crap, please don't stay in the relationship because of the child. Don't do that. Because you're wasting your time. Get out of the relationship like Sierra did. Look to God, pray to Him, try to heal what's going on in you that you ended up with a person like this in the first place. And I promise you that soulmate will come your way. But
I really think God used Sierra to be a beacon of
hope. Yes.
He definitely used her as a beacon of hope for women who are with men who can't do anything for them and who treat them like crap. He used her as an example for all women.
Yeah, because
women
she
who
left that relationship when that child was less than 1 year old, and she found someone, who pours into her, loves her, who is godly, who sees her the way God wants him to see her. Who values the marriage as a sacred thing.
Now she's on her fourth
who has taken on the responsibility not only of her son with Future, but also of the half siblings of little Future. So this is a man who thinks of the future,
of legacy,
who thinks of legacy, who thinks of family building, community building, and that's who she found. But if she had held on to Future because they had a baby, she would have missed Russell.
Yeah.
So please don't stay with nobody and be like, my baby, that. Please don't do that. If he's an ass and you really realize that now that you're pregnant, move on. Move the hell on.
I'm just really praying for clarity with her, and I'm praying for peace and healing.
I know.
Because first love can be easy. I'm sure.
Yeah.
And maybe she definitely. Because I hear that you get really attached with your first love and everything.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Just really praying for clarity for Halle. But I do not feel like people should be bashing her or being like, well, you are dumb for doing this, you're doing this. She's young.
Yes,
Please tell me tell me a time when you were young and you were an angel and you didn't make no effed up decisions. Tell me a time where you did not sit down here and sleep with somebody who was wrong for you. For real.
I just feel as though people forget that they were young. Everybody forgets that
they were young and they made mistakes.
Don't be, for young women, don't be with someone who's insecure.
That is the worst thing you could do.
They are going to pull you down. They are going to do a lot of mind-f stuff with you.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. Don't be with someone who's insecure. And did he make a song called Insecure?
No, Famous. He's talking about how I fell in love with a famous bitch.
And then
I'm insecure, you knew I was.
B-word. We need to level up.
Then he's talking about how, I didn't know if you were kissing him or if you had sex with him, did you cheat on him? But he's rubbing all up on a girl's butt in the video.
See, the double standards. It's like what Will had for Jada. I'm going to open my marriage on my side, but you don't open up the marriage on your side, though.
Jada just getting her lick back, as one of our subscribers said in the comment section.
That's it.
That's all she's doing now.
That's it. All the time, you beat her down. All the time, you embarrass her. All the time, you disgraced her.
Now you want to talk about how
now
Will's
she come
a
with
victim.
a vengeance, and she is like a witch. That's what you all want to call her. Well, you don't get no tears on my end, Will.
And I'm not gonna get any tears for Will. You know what? Because his ass still there. He obviously ain't tripping because he's still there.
But he knows the things that he did.
Exactly.
But not only that too. I mean,
but also him staying there, he still looks like the hero. Like this poor simp, he's there with this woman. He's staying there, so it makes him look good even staying. I mean, really, man, what he gonna leave for? For what?
Yeah.
He really can't lose. He stay, he win. He leave, he also win. Because people want to be supporting him. They got some fool in the comment section talking about how, because Will's a man, he gets a lot of backlash. I ain't see none but support for him in our poll.
No.
That's why none but support.
Because of the man, he gets a lot of support.
But it was probably a man who said that.
Switched, if this whole thing was switched, and it was Jada and Will was treating her this way, you know what people will be saying?
Stay down. You're almost at the very best part.
And not only that, though, they will still find a way to make it about her. They'll say, well, I wonder what she did for him to be treating her so bad. They're going to turn it around like that anyway.
So you can't win.
Yeah.
But anyway, y'all, it's Mary.
And Alma.
Signing off. We invite y'all to like,
subscribe,
and comment down